Twitch is trying to play so many ads to you guys. It's literally not my fault. What the f... Welcome. I'm back in Japan. Hold on. What? There we go. Hi! Welcome back. I'm back in Japan. I got a new drip. I'm a little JoJo shit. That's neat, right? My dude, have you no rest? Well, I did nothing yesterday. So I've had 1 day of rest. Now I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. I gotta get back into life. Gotta get back into just doing stuff. I went to the gym today. It's like I have to get back on that. But yeah, I had 1 day of rest, and now I feel pretty good. Hi, Connor. Hi. How am I? I'm good. I'm good. Welcome back. Obviously, as you all know, we had a successful charity auction, I'd say. Oh, K-Sheen, we subscribed for 26 months. Congrats on the successful charity auction. You did amazing. And also, thank you, K-Sheen. I saw you donated, I think, $15,000 to the auction. So thank you so much. That's incredible. And I hope you can claim as much of that on your taxes as humanly possible. So thank you so much. Did you win anything or did you just donate? I can't remember because I couldn't see the names a lot of the time. So yes, welcome back. Welcome. So many subs. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Just donated. That's okay. You just casually donated 15K. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you, sir. Cryptic Circuits, as you all know as well. We all know Cryptic Circuit, the guy in the front row who paid 25K. And he just paid me 25 subs. Paid 25K to, of course, hang out with Pete. Yo, ask Pete if I can join you on that day. I want to hang out too. I know that wasn't part of it, but I'm down. Wearing a different shirt. Whoa, I know. Yeah, absolute Giga Chads. And of course, chat. It was a lot. There's a lot that happened. In the auction in general. Let's have a look. What can I show you? Amazing shirt. Wow, thank you. God, wow, I'm getting compliments. Dude, every time I do a charity event, people are nice to me for like 3 weeks after it, and then and then it returns back to normal. Then chat's like, all right, fine. He's not the goat anymore. He's cringe. All right, paid chatter? That was not a paid chatter. Chatter, were you paid? And if you were, lie. Obviously, during the event as well. I mean, we can actually no. I'll save it. I should do more introductory stuff. Pizza time. Well, okay. The American accent is sticking. I see. What? Okay. I don't sound American at all. And I'm offended that you'd even say that. Did you spend enough time in California to pick up hella this time? I don't think I did. I don't think I picked up hella this time. It'll happen to you as well. Well, I don't live there, Ross. You just live there, okay? So I think that's different. I'm there like 1 month of the year. So yes, I'm back. I'm back from LA. It's kind of nice. Also kind of daunting at the same time. Obviously, like, the main reason we stayed in LA so long this time was for the auction, which originally, again, it wasn't going to happen. And today's mostly going to be about the auction, guys. I'm going to talk about it. We'll talk about some other stuff too, but I'll basically just be talking about the auction. I'm not going to be streaming too long today. I have a lot of work I want to do outside of the stream today, but I thought, you know what? I'm back in Japan. I should stream. We should come hang out a little bit. We should come have a chat. You know what I mean? They won't let him leave LA. Can you finally talk about how much you hate lard? Why didn't you tweet the auction tweet? All right, Cryptic. I wanted to do it. I wanted to tweet it out live because I wanted at least some of you guys. At least some of you guys to be in the know here of what's going on. So as you know, I Cryptic Circuits, who's also here, paid $5,000, I believe, so he could tweet on my account, and he did pick the tweet. And I would say, I just want to say that. He's fucked up. He's fucked up what he told me to tweet. Not in like a cancel way, but in a personal vendetta kind of way. Have I rested? I have. I've taken 2 days off, and I'm finally back, and I feel good to go. Hi, handsome. Wow. Okay. Shit. All right. Okay, so he gave me an image to tweet, which is already not a fan of the image. You know, I'll write the tweet up now. I'll write the tweet up now, and then you can all have a look. All right? Paid chatter? No, paid tweeter. That's, you know what I mean? Come on, chat. All right. He's requesting me to add a URL. Oh, for God's sake, dude. What have you done to me? What did I do to my hair? I washed it. Chat's always like, damn, he crushed it today. Congratulations on the auction. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's milking this tweet. I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out how to make a link shortener. What's the best website to do this without having to make an account? I just don't want a free URL shortener. There we go. Invalid URL. How is it invalid? What? How is that even humanly possible? Okay. Okay, I got it. All right. Okay. I'm writing the tweet up now, chat. I'm writing it up. Okay. Your instructions are evil, by the way. And you're making me at people. Fuck. This is devious. This is so evil. Are we? Which one even is this? Sorry, chat. I'm doing it. Sorry about the ads. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, there we go. I've done it. I've done it. Wait, doesn't... Well, I don't like my American spell check that it makes me say that honor should have no U. I don't abide by that. So, chat, let me show you what I've been forced to tweet. This is what Cryptic Circuit has paid $5,000 to make me tweet. He made me tweet this. Let's tweet it out. All right. There we go. Is this legal? I don't fucking know. I'll find out. Okay. I mean, I'm straight fraud. It's fraud. But hey, it's for a good cause. All right. So he made me tweet. He told me to attach this image. Super pumped to announce my collab with Original Funko. Been a long time in the works. As many of you know, I'm a huge fan, so it's an honor to show this off. Check it out here. What's the link go to? Check it out. Click the link yourself and find out. Don't tag them? He told me to tag them. Well, I had to, chat. Don't blame me. You thought the link was real? The link is real. It goes here. That he told me to do that as well. I can't believe this. Just so you know, chat. It's not my proudest moment. Like, kind of not like. Where's the real? God damn it. I can't say it's a joke. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I can't say it's a joke. I'm just gonna let it. It's so bad. It's literally just lies. Where did you even make this Connor Funko? How did you make this? I don't know where you... Like, where did you get this from? Like, what the hell is this? Like, it looks kind of real. Should have been more evil. It's pretty fucking evil. What if the Funko team is 100% gonna see this? What if they like... What if they like accidentally think like, oh yeah, we released a new Funko, let's retweet it. Oh god, no, this is bad. They're gonna reach out and make it real. Well, yeah, they don't. What if they just don't check the link? That would be awesome. Actually, that would be awesome. America changed you, bro, someone says. No, it did not change me. What? No, no. This is not me. It's not me tweeting this. Stop free scrolling? Ah, I don't get porn bots on mine. Promote the tweet. I'm not promoting the... Why even have that? I've never even promoted a tweet in my life. Oh, my lord. All right. So that's my punishment done. As you might know, chat, I held this little thing called a charity auction. It went pretty well, I think. Overall, better in every single way in terms of metrics. So that's fantastic. Obviously, you know, last year we had about an average of 50 to, I think, 60,000 people watching. And this time we had 70 plus the entire time. We peaked at something like 80. So, you know, in terms of on paper, great. And we raised more money. So those are the two metrics that that we care about. We have one more punishment that we have to do, which we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And, you know, what's crazy is that over, like, I think it's like 15% of the money raised was by one person, which is also ridiculous. But yeah, no, let's have a quick little let's open the VOD, and what we'll do is I'll give you a little bit of backstory, then we'll skim through the VOD because the VOD's very long. So I'll lay some groundwork. I'm gonna paint you a picture of how it all went down. So initially, I always wanted to do this again this year. I really wanted to do it again just because I felt like it went so well last year, and it could be improved a lot. I felt so. I really wanted to kind of immediately just do it again. And I think that it was kind of tough because committing to these events far out is possible, but also very risky. Like, the longer away you commit to an event, the more, like, we have more time to find sponsors. But it's also like, okay, if we commit long ago, we have to then get this done. So, like, in total, initially, I obviously would have, in a dream situation, this event would kind of start being planned like 3 months out, right? It would give enough time for the creators to get all their items in. And that's kind of what I went for. And it was kind of a situation where it was happening and then it looked like it wasn't happening. I've said this many times, and as I've said many times during the broadcast as well, it looks like it was gonna happen, and then it suddenly just didn't. Surprise, 3 months. Yeah, you don't need that much time. You don't need a crazy amount. This event isn't that crazy, really, when you think about it. The main factor that takes a lot of time is getting the creators there. But the creators are also, you know, very flexible. So sometimes they show up and sometimes they don't. Is there any reason why the final amount went down to 495? Yes. So before we jump into all that stuff, I'll fully explain what's going on there with that, and then we'll jump back into the rough overview of the event and then, you know, how it's all going down. So if you go to the website right now, you will see this number. But if you were there yesterday, you'll see another 100K added to this. So basically, like, what happens during the show, just so that you guys know, is that the payment isn't instant. Like, a lot of people don't pay immediately because it has to be processed by their card, right? So, but we have, like, committed to raising that money, right? So someone has pledged, I'm donating this much. So we basically have to decide, look, either the counter's going to be stuck at like 100 the entire show, or we just have to add the people who have said they're going to pay for something, who have gone through the credit card information, put in their address, gone through ID verification. So essentially, it is all real, but we're just waiting on some other people to pay. And this is getting changed and you know, so initially we had to add on the numbers, even though the money wasn't there. We added it on because that's how much people had pledged to donate, right? So it's kind of complicated. It's a very complicated thing, having a live number and trying to get, you know, stuff like that. It's not as easy as the Cycloton, where we only count money like donated, because it's often a lot smaller. When we're dealing with larger amounts of money, we need people to pay, and it's not always, not a lot of people can just pay 10K instantly, right? Like they need to like call their bank, or they need to, you know what I mean? So this stuff takes a while. And it just takes a while because Tiltify has to go around and follow up and get all the money. Some that didn't pay, it's either processing, they haven't gotten around to paying yet, or stuff like that. It's not that they're not going to pay, it's just that a lot of the times it takes a little while to chase everyone up to get the money. So that's basically that. So don't worry about it. But the final amount is 515, 16, whatever. And it will keep going up. So also on the Tiltify number, we have to manually input the merch number. So the merch is still being sold, and that will be added on later on. But the final amount is roughly around what you saw on stream, if not more. So that's one good thing. So don't worry about that, basically. TLDR, about the number. You can rest assured it's pretty accurate to what the broadcast was. Yeah, it's 570. Yeah, right, so it changes, right? We have to add and remove stuff, so, you know, it's all that kind of stuff. Who do they just get pinged by? That's Mudan. Okay. All right. So, you know, it basically came around, right? The show was not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It was going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. And I'll be honest, chat, I was also kind of like, since last year, I would say I've been somewhat discouraged about doing bigger events because I lost so much money on the TwitchCon event, the one where I built the wall. And it was also just like a disaster in like pretty much every single way. Some of it my fault, some of it not my fault. A lot of it not my fault. Not to name names. And so I kind of like was like bummed out. I was really bummed out, like genuinely, as like a creative and doing big events. And I got really into just doing like fucking 30-hour gaming streams, and we just did like Final Fantasy or whatever. And I still like doing those. But yeah, because Mexico didn't want to pay for my wall. It was kind of fucked up. I kind of asked them. I thought, you guys are used to doing this. Why wouldn't you pay for my wall in the States? I don't get it. So, right. Obviously, I was kind of like bummed out. And I wasn't like, I wanted to do the charity auction, but I wasn't so like, I gotta do this. Like, if it didn't happen, I was kind of like, you know what? I feel bummed out about events this year in general. I don't have to risk losing a ton of money. That's fine. That's fine. But you know what? 3 weeks out or 4 weeks out, I think it was a month out. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it. We went around asking everyone who's ever sponsored us, hey, do you want to sponsor this event? Everyone said no, except for Apari and Power World, which is great, which is fantastic. Apari always supports our events, and I like genuinely like half the events we do wouldn't happen if it wasn't for Apari. Just back it up, which is, you know, fantastic. And then of course Power World came in and helped, because for a show of this size, we need like at least 2 sponsors realistically for me to be able to do this. To preface, chat, from everything I've worked out so far, I've been trying to get like a rough calculation on stuff, but as far as I know, I'm still losing money on this event. How much? I don't know. It is in the tens of thousands, but that is fine. Obviously, I'm a big creator. We have that kind of stuff. But if we didn't have Power World and Apari, and I try to run this event, I would be losing like 6 figures. So them supporting this event like helps so much. And I still want to do this. Like I still am okay with losing a couple of bands to make a shit ton of money for charity and doing an event that I think is really cool. Like at the end of the day, the main reason I'm okay losing that money is because I want to do cool events. I want to do things that I really like look up to, and not look up to, but inspire me. And these kind of events get me really pumped as a creative. So privileged, yeah. I mean, I am fucking privileged. I can just straight up lose tens of thousands of dollars and be like, all right, fuck it, let's go play Final Fantasy. Like, it's very privileged, and I like to be able to use the money that I've been gracious enough to get to then put back in and into making cool stuff for you guys. And I'd like to think the event was fun. I hope you guys had fun. I hope it was one of the best things I've done in a long time. Yoshi Man, thank you so much. I've seen your content, Yoshi Man. You do good stuff. Thank you so much. Not that I'm like the arbiter of what's good and what isn't, but I like your content. Thank you so much. I watch your stuff sometimes, and I'm chilling. It was amazing for real. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. My pleasure, my pleasure. Sugoi. Hontoni sugoi. What the fuck was that tweet? It was the paid tweet. It's not me. It's not me. It's the paid tweet. Please don't. Okay, don't engage with it. Do not engage with my tweet. All right. Blake twice at gunpoint. The dude paid. He paid $5 grand to charity. $5 grand to charity. Chat. I think that's worth. 2K likes, 300. Oh, don't reply to it. Thank you for checking out on my stream. Oh no, thank you for rating me. I appreciate it. So we tried to do the stream. We wanted to do the charity auction event, and honestly, if I had more time, I would have loved to have done more, like prepared more stuff for the stream. So for the most part, it was kind of like the same as last year, but hopefully a little more fun. We try to speed things up a little bit. Obviously, the show itself was longer. It was an hour and a half longer, which is ridiculous. But I try to make it so the show is more fun and more like back to back. Obviously, we're still limited by a lot of things. But you know, we're trying our best. You thought Pokey added to it? Yeah. So one of the things was like having Pokey come on for like a bit. I think next time I would love to have more people come up for a bit, and just to kind of help with the banter, because some of the items were a little slow, and it would have been nice to have someone to play off of. But yeah, no, let's just, you know what? Let's just go into it. Let's just watch. Okay, this is not a helpful ratio, is it? Should I just full screen it? No, I always say full screening. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. Welcome. All right, there we go. I'm gonna take notes. I'm not gonna take notes. I'm not as good as Cutie. Cutie's the goat of doing this. I'm not doing a full VOD review. I can't watch the whole thing, chat. I lived it. And if I watch it, I mean, I should watch it. Like, as a guy who does events, I should watch all of it, but I'm not going to. Your stomach hurts because you're laughing too hard. Good. Let me actually... I hate trying to get this right. Biggest failure this year was... Okay, we'll get into that. So, so one major thing we did differently this year is that... okay, so let's talk about the dubs, all right? Let's talk about dubs right off the bat. And hopefully you can see this right away. The graphics this year were so much better. The graphics were on point this year. Look at, I mean, we had like a little nice intro animation. Welcome to the charity auction 2024, guys. Welcome. Let me up this. God, I didn't realize that this camera literally, I knew it was shaking, but I didn't realize how bad it was. And then obviously we have this little banner thing, and much better graphics this year. How you guys doing? You all feeling good today? Okay, good. We have a wonderful crowd here today. Also, one other thing that was also tough about this, that a lot of people said they were coming, and as you can tell, we don't have a lot of room. So we like very heavily limited how many people could come, because we were already like way over how many people could come to the auction. So a lot of people asked me to come, and I was like, ah, man, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't think there was like, I don't think there's enough room. It was empty at the beginning. Yeah, look, there's so many empty rooms, right? Which I was kind of like bummed out about, but that was mainly because we had about like 20 more people who said they were going to come than we could fit. And still at that point, it was kind of like half full, but you know, it doesn't look that bad on camera. In person, it definitely looked way more empty to me when I was up there. And I was kind of like, oh man, that kind of sucks. But I think I definitely would just invite more people and then just say like, hey, if you want to hang around, like stand here or whatever, that's fine. Bigger venue. I don't want a bigger venue. I think I like the small vibe of the room, and I like the people who feel like they can talk. So, you know, I kind of liked it. In the front, congrats, hello, welcome back. And we have some of the actors as well. Some have returned as well, thank you. How do I say this? I would say the weakest part of this show in comparison to the last time were the paid actors. I think that some of them didn't get it as much as last time. We tried to get the same actors last time. The guy who came back from last year killed it again. He was great. He did a great job. But I feel like some of the other actors just didn't really understand the vibe. And it was a little disappointing, and I was a little like kind of bummed out by it, because I felt that like a lot of them didn't really get it, and also didn't appreciate, like, even though it was a small room, like how many people were watching, I feel like, and like the energy of like an entire chat, and a lot of them were like really quiet. And I think, again, that's because they didn't really know what they were getting themselves into, I think. So next time, I think I would definitely be a lot pickier with the like actors that we get to portray the online bidders. I think they had like zero direction as well, because they just showed up on the day and they were like, read the bids. So I think it required a lot more direction than we appreciated. And last year, the actors, all 4 of them, just kind of read the room and went along with it. I think what I would do next time instead of getting paid actors, I think I would just get streamers. I would just get some streamers that I think were funny, and I would just get them to do it, because then they would know the vibe entirely, right? I think it's better. I just think it was kind of funny. I think initially the first reason why we liked it was, yeah, I think like Squeaks would be a great one. Germo, yeah, you know what I mean? Like these kind of people who are just very funny, who would just kill it. I think they would absolutely, like, there's so many streamers that could crush it, right? I think there was just a lot of charm as well to it not being a streamer. I think when it wasn't a streamer, it kind of it felt more like an online bidder. Does that make sense? You know, because I think if it was a streamer that we all knew, we would think that it was that streamer. So I think there was some aspect to it where it was very helpful to have actors. But I think what I would do is have, now, okay, I'm workshopping it in my head now. I think having a mix between streamers and actors would help a lot. Like having a streamer to kind of like lead them to kind of the vibe to set it would be great. I think that would be awesome. But other than that, it was great. We had the VIPs, which did a great job. Obviously, Cryptic, you all know in the front. Cryptic was fantastic. Just added. A lot of people were chirping up. I think next year it's tough. I'll encourage people to shout and engage, but not too much. Because sometimes they would say something and I couldn't hear what they said, and then when I heard what they said, I was like, it wasn't that funny, and I feel bad. Put the online bidders in a costume, yeah. The more than you can afford, yeah. Cryptic, you popped off. That was great.
And then, of course, we have all the streamers as well. Hi, guys. Hi.
The camera work was definitely a lot better this year from what I could tell from clips as well. We had a lot more cameras in the audience that were picking stuff up right away.
Hi. No, you don't have to cheer for them. And of course, we have some of our partners, and we also have the Immune Deficiency Foundation who are here as well. So thank you guys. You guys excited?
Yeah! And we just jumped right into it this year. We decided let's just do an auction right away, kind of like set the vibe, and then we'll talk more.
All right, so we're going to be doing a little bit different this year. We're just going to
jump right into it. I'll just...
It's already at like 6,000.
I also like that the TV we used this year.
And see what he has to say.
The mic was pretty good for the room. Yes, we had mics for the room this time, which definitely helped a lot.
All right, let's do it.
I have something.
And then obviously we had Pyro Software's coin right away.
And that's it. For charity.
It's very small. Don't tell me. Okay, Paul didn't know that. But there we go. We have the original Pirate Software official challenge coin. And I think the current standing is around $6,000 online. That's quite a lot. But we are going to open bidding for a little bit of...
Let's come back. Free music for the stream would be blessed. Well, we did have non-copyrighted music for the stream, but everyone should have been whitelisted. I think next time we can just... If we have more time, we can communicate how to make sure everything's whitelisted beforehand.
We're going to give 2 minutes for anyone who wants to get a last...
Oh, my background music's on.
I'm going to ask anyone in the audience if you want to go over $6,000, and it's okay if you don't want to. We're going to see if anyone else online wants to. As we all know,
I felt more confident being up there this time. I think right away I look less nervous. I look like I'm playing into it.
But there we go. Is around going to open in. I'm going to ask anyone in the audience if you want to go over $6,000, and it's okay if you don't want to. We're going to see if anyone else online wants to. As we all know, Thor loves farming money, so maybe his viewers have some money that they can give. We don't know. But yeah, like I said, we have a timer at home in Idaho to just be like, fuck it, I'll put the rest in.
Okay, I'm just empty seats more. Yeah, I think next year I'll invite more people, because I was just scared that we would have too many people, and I didn't want streamers to be standing. I felt like that would be kind of rude to invite someone to something and they were standing, but I think streamers are just going to show up when they show up, so not a big deal. And then obviously we had a bit of the first auction went fine, and then we got right into it, which I felt like it was a good format.
You can also just donate if you want to help support the cause, so that would be much appreciated. Now, Now that we've done our first auction,
God, the suit looks so good.
Feel for how it's going.
I love
I
the
want to
suit.
kind of explain how all the auction stuff works to you guys in the room, but mainly to you guys at home.
The jazz was good as well. The music they chose was great.
Complicated.
I think also I like this camera they're using, but the shaking is so annoying.
You might have seen that we had $500,000 on playing games with Pokemon. Unfortunately, it wasn't real. Mark Cuban did, in fact, not give $200,000. I know, it's sad. But you at home can now enter, and we hopefully should have that fixed.
This is amazing.
I pray.
You didn't notice the shaking? I didn't know the clips I saw.
Steps. So if you do want to bid on any of the items in today's auction, I
that's such a cool shot.
you to go and sign up now and get all the information in so that when the item you actually want to bid on comes up, you're not scrambling to try and get verified. There are a few extra steps, so please make sure
Yeah, the camera work this year is so good.
now before we start the auction.
And the music's great.
Also,
Wow.
even though this is mainly, we're trying to get streamers to give us their money. We want to poach the streamers to give us all of their money and the other rich people. Yes. With some of these insane numbers. We obviously also have raffles. You can enter many items today via raffle. It'll be.
I think I just want to. I feel like I.
Either $5 or $10.
Yeah, the production's really good this time. Wow.
We'll have blocks where multiple items come out.
Music felt very fancy. Yeah, the music was great. I told them to go with jazz, not classical. I thought jazz kind of felt a bit better for the vibe.
To the raffle, whichever item you want to, or both. And you can enter as many times as you want. So if you still want to support charity and have a chance to get something, you still can.
I was, oh man, I was so bummed out about the next auction.
We have our proxy bidders in the auction. We'll be
okay, we went through it.
And then, yes, please, again, sign. Also have.
And I feel like I looked a lot more confident up there.
Sorry, every item that you buy of merchandise, $5 will go to charity. And at the end of the show, we're going to tally it all up.
Look at the graphics. Yeah, the graphics are so much better this year.
If you want to get some of the merch, I highly
recommend the graphics are already so much better.
It's very cute. Yeah, Monkeys is cute.
Very clean.
That was cute. All right. And then also, yeah, okay, that's all the pre-stuff you need to know.
It's polished.
So, are you guys ready for the next item?
I have the two Connors on screen. Doug is not my long lost brother, although
it's $35.
I felt like we got along so well that he could be.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
that's me.
All right. Our next item is from some dear friends of mine in Japan, Amarichu and Didus from the Spilled Ink channel. So
also just for me, I feel like I want to lose weight. I feel like I'd look. I don't know why. I feel like my face is rounder. That is just a mean note. America made me look round, kind of chubby. I feel like I look chubby. I don't know if I'm crazy. Lighting? I don't know about I don't know. I think that's cope chat. Not true. I feel like I don't know. It's like, you know, we all see ourselves differently. Lens. Yes, a lens. Lens.
We are Didus and Amarichu from the channel Spilled Ink.
This went fine. The videos this year I felt like our items were definitely better on average. I was just kind of, I was really upset that, not upset, but I was kind of bummed out that an immediate first auction was scuffed. I think I need to like brainstorm how to end the online bidding earlier and like stop people from just like waiting. But then also you have to open the item, right? But I think maybe opening the bidding online during the video. I don't know when the bids open online. So I think there's just a whole thing we need to figure out. So it's a whole kind of a bit complicated stuff. So we kept basically like the way we did it this year, which I think definitely was better, is that we kind of tried to split all the introing up. So we'd do an item, talk a little bit, item, talk a little bit, item, and then we had Jory come up. Jory killed it again. I love Jory. She's so sweet, man.
Obviously,
she's so Texan too.
We're trying to
you and the rest of this amazing event, and the last thing that I want to do is
I should have told Jory where to look if she wanted to know where the camera was.
Nothing short of amazing. We didn't expect to be here. We are extremely grateful, and we take nothing for granted. But
Too many people I disagree. Too many people selling themselves this year instead of items, which is pretty cringe. I actually disagree. I think that when streamers sell themselves, it's normally one does way better. Like I think on average, the experiences with the streamer sold better, which I'm totally fine with. I also think it's fun. I think on raffles, I got some data on that, but we can talk about that. But yeah, I actually disagree. I disagree with that.
I think you deserve to know.
I'm trying to raise money, you know.
This auction is benefiting. What we do and why does what we do even matter to so many? So we're the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and a lot of people call us.
The camera does shake a lot.
said
which
this
bothers
last
me.
year,
But I know it
and
didn't bother
trust
you
and
guys,
believe
but it bothers me.
nothing has changed. I am proud that tonight, IDF stands for the Iron Mouse Defense Force.
Then we fixed it.
It's quite a lot. Anybody in the audience want to do 2050?
I think this would have gone for, like, I think it's obviously tough being at the start of the show, because I think you're gonna be the item that gets like least, because people are tuning in. I think at this point we had like, I don't know. Let me have a look at. Let me show you what the viewer graph looked like. I can pull it up for you guys real quick. Where's the stream? Here we go. Like I think that you teared up during her speech. Her speech was great. Jory absolutely killed it. Let's have a look. How do I screenshot this? Snippet? There was a lot of amazing moments that I was really happy with. Some that were planned, some that weren't. But Jory's speech was great as always, which is why I asked, I was like, Jory, I would love for you to come over again to the event, because I just really think that she does a great job speaking. And also I think it's helpful to have like someone there from the University Foundation, and the CEO helps. So we're 20 minutes into the show, which is about an hour into the stream. Oh, this is the wrong stream. What stream is this? This is not that stream. This is 50. Okay, this is the wrong stream. Which stream would this be? Maybe the day before. Ah. No, okay. Where is it? Okay, I'll just keep that on screen for now. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. Found it. Okay, yeah, this is very different. Leaked? I mean, I don't give a fuck. I think those things are public. There we go. That was the charity auction stats, chat. As you can see, we peaked at 80,000 at one point. And I think those big dips are during ads, like the bigger dips, but that other dip. But we average around, like, as you can see, when the show fully kicked in, it was about 75 average for about 3 hours, which is crazy. This is also my new peak streaming viewership record of 80,000, which is crazy. It's an absurd amount. And also, the average views are around, it took a little while to kick into, it took about 2 hours to really pick up. But as you can see, it went up. So, like, at this point in the stream, when we're auctioning off Emily's and Darius's thing, we're about an hour in. So you can see we're at like 35, which is like half the viewership, which means that it could have gone for a lot more, right? But someone has to go first, right? The raids helped. I have no idea who raided me in the entire show. I know Hassan told me he tried to, it didn't work. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hassan did raid me. Hassan raided me. I know he did that at one point. Hassan raided me with 40k. That's crazy. Holy crap. Ludwig. Nice. Cutie. Yeah, I think a lot of people rated me, which I'm very grateful for. Again, like I'm so grateful to everyone who showed up. So I think the flow of the auction this year generally was better. I think there's just points where it like really slowed down.
2,100 in the audience. Do you have 2,100?
And I want to go over some items.
All right, we don't have a video for this one, so we're just going to bring it out. I mean, we have.
This is a cool item.
Yes. Provided by CEO Andy. We have, this is one of them. Yeah, this is, again, signed by the director. So if you guys are interested, I think the online bidding, where are we currently at with that? Because this one did go up a little bit.
I think it was like 700 or something. Why am I answering myself?
60. Does anybody have 1,000? Anybody have 1,000? German.
Who is CEO Andy? That's his screen name. But this is the man who provided the stuff. Is it a real person? It is a real person. It is a real person. Who is he? I don't know. I think he's quite private. So I don't think he wants me to explain. But he basically is just able to get all of this stuff. So, yeah. He has great. I gotta ask him next time I see him. I gotta ask him. I'll ask him. He does show up on Rob's streams. Yeah, he does show up on Rob's streams. I don't know I don't know how much he says on Rob's streams, but he works with a lot of people you all know and love, and he also likes streaming and believes in it. So it's also very helpful. Yeah, he is on Rob's and Jake's streams a lot, and he. Yeah. Okay, so you guys know a fair amount. Okay. You guys do know a fair amount. I don't know what else I can say, but yeah, he does help with venture capital. So that's I feel like this starts to now all these things start to make sense, right? Like how this person has all of these connections and people. So yeah, I feel like it should start to make sense. Anyway, he made the item. Obviously, Germa.
Germa is absolutely in disbelief. Do we have 29?
I've not played the game.
Do we have 2,900? 2,900?
The camera work on the crowds is fantastic this year. It's so much better. It's so great.
2,900. We have.
I would even say, like, next time we know where the streamers are sitting and have a mic in their area that's a little louder that we can boost.
Do we have more than 3,000? Do we have 31? Do we have 3,100? Do we have 3,100 many in the audience?
So Germa won this one.
3,100.
Yeah, Germa won this one. Wow, that's an...
The bids are closed. Congratulations to Germa. How is it? How does it look? Do you want to? You do.
This deserves to be on a mantle in front of a fireplace,
Yeah?
not a bathroom. Are you kidding me? Actually, maybe not a bad place for it when you look up at the, while you're sitting there doing your thing.
You get a lot of screen time.
They just had a mic. They didn't. Oh, no, they had the mic above them. There was a mic above them, but they were just so quiet, and it honestly it led to a lot of problems. But Germa was great. So basically when we were making the show and we had about a month to put the whole show together, I knew Germa was going to be a part of it and Germa was going to be there, which I was really pumped about because last year he wasn't. Because I think at that time also he just joined Off-Brand or something like that. So he had done a lot of creative ideas, like the punishments were a lot of his. As you know, I have to play all these games which I've never heard about. And obviously the wizard bit, which we'll get to in a little bit. This is crazy. I matched with a girl on Hinge who was a big fan of yours, had a picture with you. I told her I don't know you, and she unmatched with me. What? Okay. That's funny. And then we had William Osmond's skull, which I was surprised at how much this went for. But I was really pumped about it because it was a good moment.
4,000? God.
It just kept going up and up and up.
It was, I've never seen anything like that, so that was kind of crazy. Well, congratulations, Thor.
I was glad that William was able to come this year.
I don't,
Connor wears. Oh, so.
And obviously Apari came up, and the statue was awesome, and I'm really happy Mouse got it. It's always tough, because, like, initially, when Apari gave the giant thing last time, it was a raffle, and it was huge. Because we just didn't know if people, at the time, it was like, all right, we weren't sure if there would be, like, a lot of people who would know the brand. But this time we were like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's put it in this, let's auction it off, and I'm glad it went for a lot. It was so cool. Look at, the statue's sick.
Okay, all right. Next up, we have some raffle items. Exciting.
Didn't know Apari was a real person? Yeah, so obviously the story behind Apari is that Apari reached out to sponsor Trash Taste because Gaunt was wearing one of their shirts, and at this time they were quite small. Only really doing like cons and some online selling, if I'm right. They might correct me on this. So they reached out to sponsor Trash Taste, and they gave us some clothes, and we just thought they were so good. So after that, we did our Trash Taste merch with them, and then ever since then, it's been like an ongoing partnership, and it's kind of, they're killing it now as well. They're doing amazing. And yeah, just because Gaunt was wearing one of the shirts on Trash Taste, and they took a risk of sponsoring Trash Taste.
For this apparel.
It's wholesome, yeah. But they're so sweet. I've worked with Apari for a long time now, and they're awesome. Let's skip forward. I'm not going to go through it because it's like way too long, but I'll just go through some of the highlights.
That makes sense.
Obviously, the mouse tablet this year was also fantastic. The gun run's upgraded it a lot, and it just is awesome now. And obviously, with the better camera work as well, it helped.
Amazing stat. Okay.
And also, mouse having like being slightly above everyone is great.
We
the
have
camera.
Some raffle items. Exciting times. So I think we're going to get those out now. But we have some videos.
Put chat on screen next time. I'd love to have chat somewhere where you guys can see it as well. But yeah, I do miss having chat on screen.
From the people who provided raffles. So one of these
I'll just post in chat. Good event. The crowd was pretty active, but I potentially be concerned next year if that keeps going that direction. It'd be good to get ready to quash it. Well, it's like hard because it's like a very tough thing. Like we obviously don't discourage, or we don't always encourage people to talk during the show. And sometimes people are very funny and it adds to the show a lot, and sometimes people aren't. It's just how it goes, you know, when people chirp up.
This YouTuber you'll most definitely know for his mind-bending
styrofoam cups.
Okay.
And by that, I mean I literally started with styrofoam cups like this, and I turned this into some cinnamon flavor, and then I used that to make these cinnamon candies.
Yeah, now red. So when he said he wanted to give this, Tiltify initially didn't want to because of him saying it's edible, and they were worried, like, legally if that would be okay, because if someone got sick, it would be on Tiltify. So there was a lot of concern initially about, like, if this was allowed, which is funny. He literally goes, "It's not edible, but I ate it." And it's like, oh.
And if you bid today, you could be the lucky owner of these.
But I like all the videos people submitted.
Say these are full items. A lot of these items segment.
Okay, and then we skip through it.
Towards charity as well, obviously. So if you want to potentially win some non-edible cinnamon roll candies, I'm not liable.
How do you turn foam into candy? I don't know. He's a wizard, bro. So we had the candy, and then we had the keyboard, which, fun fact, was the single most profitable auction item, which is super helpful to know, because I think that completely is going to, like, help us reframe, if we do this again, what items people are interested in raffling in. So just to preface, this one item, raised $26,000 for charity.
Functional is made from solid.
Isn't that insane? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. $26,000 for charity, this one item, through raffles.
Cherry wood comes with the officially licensed.
So I think it's very helpful to know that, because that gives us, like, a lot of it gives it a lot of information on, like, okay, what items people are interested in raffling in. So one thing that was more than LUD, yeah, it made more money than LUD, which is just like, it's an Iron Mouse keyboard. I was concerned initially that because it was Iron Mouse themed, it would be a bit limited to only Iron Mouse fans, but it turns out that's not a concern, because it raised a fuck ton of money.
Out there. This is loaded with Wuche Studio Yellow's switches. The PCB is hot swap capable.
That's a great video as well.
Them at a later date. I hope this beautiful and functional piece of art goes to a...
It was kind of confusing how to raffle at first. Yeah, it was a little bit confusing, and it's why we try to, like, give people enough time to get into it. But, you know, there's so much stuff we have to tell the viewers about. And there was a lot of information we have to convey, but we want to be, like, careful with it, because if we say too much, and we lose people, and people aren't paying attention. So if we just give a little piece of information, it becomes necessary. It's very helpful to just do it when it's needed. I think what I would do differently is that I would have like some kind of tiltified, nicely produced video that would walk you through it, like, quickly. So yeah, I think that would help a lot. I think just having more videos to play and add to it is very helpful. A YouTube tutorial? Yeah, but, like, one that looks nice. So anyway, that was the most profitable charity auction item. And obviously, like, when creators give items, we don't know what's going to be raffle or auction until, like, the day or two before. Because we're still getting items at that point. And we need to discern, like, what is going to go for a lot to one person, or what is going to go a lot to what will make more money because it's more appealing to a lot of people. So, like, a keyboard like this one, I think, although I knew it would do better in a raffle, I didn't anticipate how well it would do. I think because like, everyone's like, oh yeah, I'll give $5 charity if I get a keyboard that's easy to use. Awesome. I think it has a lot of, like, general appeal. It's a really, really nice keyboard. It's functional. So I think having something that, like, appeals to a lot more people is helpful.
And raises a lot of money for IDF along the way.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Like, the camera work, the transitions was so much better this time as well on the show, I think.
First time seeing it. Wow. Sorry, I just want to Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so nice. Yep. So if you want to get that keyboard or get the chance to get it, you can.
And the sandwich. The sandwich was kind of tough for me to sell because I actually didn't know how it worked for you guys. Because we were still trying to like put that all together. But I think it worked, I hope. I don't know how much it raised, actually. I got to ask how much we raised through the sandwich. But this was another thing that we added to the show that was really fun. And I think it was a great way to integrate allowing people to donate small amounts. You were confused how to pay for the sandwich?
Like, I have no idea what can go in the sandwich.
I gotta ask how much was raised for your sandwich.
And I will eat it.
I think if we had, like, again, more videos to be able to show viewers how to use the sandwich, that would be helpful.
I will eat it too.
And then we have, I did the thing, Alex.
Don't know. Never
Came up, sold the shoe.
It
It's fantastic.
It worked slightly worse than my normal kicking.
I thought
That raised a good amount, I think.
Right. It's going to help support to 3 days for what do we? Oh, like shit, not toaster microwave.
3,000, yeah,
and
decent
it has
for a
been
shoe.
brought into his house. Wait, so how do you? When you shotgun a beer, you just stab it, right? And then
Oh yeah, I just shotgun a beer.
Sure. So stab
Which I
it
got the hardest picture of all time from, which is great. I got this picture of it from shotgunning this beer, and it was just a great picture. What a great picture. Jack's shoe would have raised much more. So Jack's shoe via raffle raised like 15,000, which again was one of the most lucrative raffle items for charity, which is fantastic. And I told him, I was like, I reckon this item will do really good in a raffle because a lot of people will want it, but a lot of people will, you know, because I think it's a cool collector's item, and being able to raffle that off is great. And I don't think it would have gone for more than 15,000 via auction. How many items are raffle? Like 20, I think. 20. From 1 to 10, how successful was the event? Like in like every metric, it was like a 10. But like personally, there's a lot of stuff that I want to change. That I would change. That I think that if it was like from a creative perspective, I think it was like a 7. Like I think we did a lot of really good things, but there's still a lot to improve on. I think it's just like a time issue. There's a time. I have so many ideas for a better auction system next year. Otto, please, yes, please. I think if we can cut down the time online and IRL, like the single most limiting factor of the show is getting the online bids in to the show and like getting them all sorted. And so I think having a system that we can, but like we are literally just limited by the technology. Display going once online bidding system, for example. So no stream delay. I think like, yeah, that would help so much. Like, I think we needed a way to cleanly, and it's just so hard because we are literally trying to work with like people in the room bidding and online. And obviously there's auctions that do this online, but they're kind of like, they're not focused on, they're not really focused on trying to raise money for charity. That they're focused on making money, so their like criteria with what they have to do, is very different. Tiltify system is just not designed. Yeah, I mean it's like a donation platform that has been like reworked into a auction platform, and I think that if we just built something from the ground up, it could definitely work better. Yes, please Otto. Next year I'm going to steal your genius, and we're going to make this work. Having a screen that shows online bids. There's like a ton that could be done better. And I will say that like the reason why this auction didn't improve on as many things as I would have liked is just a purely a time issue. Like I still think this show was amazing and it was better than last year, but I would have liked to have seen a better increase in quality. I think there's a lot of ways we can fix stuff. I think we just need more time again to like really sit down and figure out a better system for bidding. And people were like, we need to find a way to discourage or just straight up stop people from sniping so that the only people that can snipe are like kind of like in the room almost. And in that way, it makes it a little easier for us. So we can handle that, right? We can handle that. But when people are sniping online and we're waiting for like an online system to update, and then a person needs to see that update, and then it needs to be explained to production, and then production needs to explain it to me. So it's very tough. Like technically speaking, this is a very hard thing to do. to organize, but there is definitely better ways to doing it. Like we could definitely shave off some of it, and I'm sure with Otto's genius help and some other stuff too, we could definitely get there. So I think like, yeah, there's definitely some stuff. I think, or even like when we had the time of it on screen, like shutting out bids for online, where like you can no longer enter any more bids, but your max bid will still keep going against the person in the room, right? So in that way, like, because the odds of someone bidding who just joined in the stream, pulls up a tab and like bids 50 grand is so low that like we should really only be like allowing people to insert like max bids and then going against someone like in the room. You know what I mean? Like if the item's going for 5K and you're like, the problem is the max bid only updates when they manually type. Oh yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, there's like a lot of factors that we need to like, this is like tough. I don't know. There's a lot of like problems with it, which makes for this awkward delay. But I think, I will say, I think the awkward delay was made a lot easier when I had someone on stage with me. Not that I felt like I was awkward when I was alone, but it was definitely more, the silences and the pauses waiting for online were more noticeable, I'd say. And I think that when Pokey was upstage and we had some other people playing around, it was definitely a lot easier to get through the items in a way that was really fun. So then we have Kaho's item, which obviously went to Pokey, which is great. Then Oversimplified, which I'm going to play the full video because this man popped off. This is a great video.
I'm so excited. Amazing, a bunch of...
You know, the history guy. Hey there. It is
Such a good video.
Oversimplified.
He popped off again.
The history guy. When Connor approached me and said, "Oversimplified? Do you have anything to sell at my auction? It's for charity." I said, with a voice like that, Connor, I'll do anything. Great. But last year,
He
I
did
gave
me
Connor
so dirty.
the only thing I've ever loved. And now I have nothing left. So I decided my only
he's so
option
funny.
this year would be to create something. That's right, an original, oversimplified work of art. So I sat down with a pen and some paper, and I got to work. First, I tried a self-portrait, something with a regal vibe, but it came out a little too egotistical.
Pete's presentation was the best.
So
I mean, I love Pete's, but I also like getting a 2-minute animated video that's also very funny is so fucking cool.
I thought of him and called on the universe to manifest his dream work of art. But something must have gone wrong, because what emerged on the page was confusing.
God, he did me so dirty. I don't mind though. I'll let him have
I
it.
tried to create something a little spicy, something with a bit of sex appeal. But that one went a little too well, because whoever the hell this guy is, he's way too sexy to be in a charity auction. And I threw it in the trash.
Oh, jeez.
Finally, I said, I'm overcomplicating this. I need to think simple thoughts. I drew the most oversimplified thing I could, and when it was done, I said, "Whoa!"
Oh, jeez.
It's perfect.
And he like handmade it. It's just cute. I mean, obviously it's not like crazy, but like I think it's really cute that he did that.
And so I hopped on a train and handed it to Connor in person. While
He
I
did.
was there, however, I noticed something. I saw his strangely tiny head.
Hold on, before he starts insulting me. This was during a stream. I think this was during the Game Jam stream, I think it was. Where I went for like 30 minutes. He was like outside my house. I had to go like meet him to get this item because I was leaving and he was leaving.
His beady little eyes and his stringy little noodle arms.
How dare you.
And I said, "He's beautiful." So I decided, why not create an ultra rare, one-of-a-kind character pin of the beautiful man himself. A CDawgVA oversimplified character pin. Actually,
I left this in America. I left it on the podium. So I'm asking them to send it to me. But they got it safely.
Share an unbreakable bond. So, ladies and gentlemen, bid boldly.
I'm so angry I left it. But I'll get it. I'll get it. They're shipping it to me.
Look in the back. I definitely didn't hide an extra secret drawing back there. I'm serious.
Of course he did. Dude.
Do it. Back over to you, Connor. Thank you.
Listen, all right, there was a lot going on. All right, I had a lot to keep track of and there was a lot of stuff. So I forgot to check the podium before I left. You saw the backside on YouTube? Yeah, so then the people who won it were these amazing Inkwell artists. And they were really sweet as well. I got to speak to them a bunch during the show and before the show, and they were so nice. They were awesome. And like made me like really happy that I was like, yeah, okay, it's a good idea. Like making sure like people can, like anyone can come to the show if they just donate like $500 to charity. I think that's like a fair way to do it. And,
with the most extravagant pieces of artwork known to man.
And this YouTuber bought it, an artist. He did a great video. I highly recommend watching it, but if you want to see what was on the back of it, he did show it on the video actually.
Secrets from
and he got the
you.
pin.
And I must admit, I did a bad thing. I looked in the back. Now all others avert your eyes, as this terrible secret must only be shared between the two of us.
One of a kind painting. Who knows?
Yeah, guys, don't look, guys. This is for me,
so
only me and Oversimplified.
Tell me what's on the back.
Dude, uncool. You opened the frame. Now I have to punish you severely like this. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. So good. So good. So good. Oh, it's perfect. And I was really happy that we could auction this off this time. Because last year we raffled. But it went for a fair amount, I think, right? It went for like, how much did it end up going for? 3,000. Yeah, which is great. I was really pumped about that. And the only time I fucked up the show, like really fucked up, is that I read the wrong queue. And I queued the wrong person in after these items. We got the winner, and that went great. And then I queued in...
video games, but luckily he's been very gracious and he's given some of his own games to us. So Scott, let me hand it over to you.
It was not Scott.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is...
It was not Scott. I read the wrong. It was the wrong guy. I confused them both. Then we had Doodle, which came up. The Glam jacket, which is great. A custom jacket you get to make, which is fucking sick. I was really pumped about that. The chair, which Ludwig won. I think Ludwig showed up around this time. Super Eye Patch Wolf item was great. Eliza P box, which is great. Oh, and then this is where we had our first break. This is so cute. Howard making animations. It was so sweet. They popped off so hard, man. They're so sweet. Aw. Dude, it's so sweet, man. It's so sweet. Broke my heart. Oh man, dude, it makes me like fucking like nearly tearing up thinking about it. Oh, they were so goddamn sweet. Oh, they were so sweet, man. And then during the break as well, they had the trailer for the Immunodeficiency Foundation. Their like documentary. Some of these patients. I also interviewed some of these patients. So whenever you saw like the Zoom call, that was me interviewing them. I spent like like half a day, one day, just talking to a bunch of patients and people who've been helped by the Immunodeficiency Foundation. I won't play it again because I feel like you guys already watched it. And they were like originally all these interviews were like 40 minutes each, and we had to cut them down for the show. So maybe there's something there in future we could do with. But yeah, so I got to learn more about it and spoke to a bunch of patients as well, and everyone was definitely different.
Well, by IDF.
And then of course we had another Pal World animation, which was so cute. Oh, it's so cute, man. It's so cute. Aw. Aw. How did the sponsor come about? We just asked them, hey, are you interested in sponsoring this? And I think it was like a big risk for them because they've never done anything like this. So I'm hoping that they felt like it was worth it.
My name is Jerry Shorten.
That's my only my only worry, is that I hope that they were happy. Then we had the Apari ad. I did record something else as well, actually, but I wonder if I'll ever get to use it. Kind of a shame. Asking questions.
It's another punishment, and some of them suck.
Can't reveal.
Oh, okay.
I would have loved to have more time to go around and do interviews. We were already like running behind on the show. So I would have liked to have been able to do that more. So I think I want to find a way to maybe either get through items quicker or have less items be auctioned off and have some online or something. There's a lot of stuff to consider that I really have to think about. The Jade Animation's play button obviously went for 20,000, which is incredible. We had a punishment, which was cycling, which was great. I loved this. I loved this bit. But I was really worried because Hassan wasn't here. Hassan wasn't here at the time, and I think he just showed up around when Legal Eagle's gavel came up for auction. And I was really worried that Hassan was going to show up because the whole bit would flop, giga flop, if Hassan wasn't there.
Last year, this creator gave. So without further ado, let's throw it to Legal Eagle once again.
Thank you all for supporting the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
So I saw this, and I told a lot about this bit beforehand. I was like, "Love, what do you think about this bit? This like Legal Eagle bit?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't think it's that good." I was like, "No, I was like, I like it. I think if it works, it's really funny, and if it doesn't work, we can just move on." And Hassan will be forced to bid.
Probably know we broke records with bidding for the Legal Eagle.
But it was great. It was a good video. It was a good video. Okay.
There's no real
power, so I'm just raw dogging this by.
Hassan's like, God damn it.
All right, guys, let's start the auction. $500. $1,000.
Hassan didn't know. Hassan had no idea this was happening. Hassan had no idea. No idea.
Well, you're welcome to bid, Hassan. You're welcome to bid. 5,000.
And Lad knew what he was doing. He was just driving it up.
$7,000 to Ludwig.
It was so good. It was a good moment. It worked out really good.
He did.
I was surprised the K-Roll thing didn't go for more.
People, everyone, drum roll.
But I think that's because I think if K-Roll had like let his viewers know, I think it would have gone for more. But I don't think K-Roll did, to my knowledge. I could be wrong though. It's a difficult item. I think it would have crushed it with his audience. But again, a lot of the times, if the creators don't don't tweet it out or don't let their people know, then it just doesn't happen. But I think this could have gone for more. I think this could have gone for a lot more. Or he's a bad coach. Yeah, that too. And then obviously we had
all right,
a great bit.
Next up, we have a round. You guys want to come? All right, guys. This. Welcome, my knight. Welcome. Do you want to tell us about what you brought?
This is one of my favorite bits of the whole show. And this kind of came around because Aethel, I saw Aethel at a party and I mentioned, I was like, hey man, if you want to give something, you should. And then he messaged me and he was like, I think I want to give away this armor. And I was like, hey, would you be willing to wear the armor? Because I think it would be really funny. But obviously Aethel was going through surgery at the time. And he was like, I don't know. He's like, well, look, if I come on and be the knight, can I have Not Nyanas translate for me? I was like, yeah, sure, that'd be great. And they just played it great. It was just a great time.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Aethel is still recovering from a penile de-enlargement surgery.
Right.
So he could fit into the armor today.
It was great. It was great.
I told me he had a full suit.
And Rambo ended up winning it, which is great. It was just a really good. I really enjoyed it. And then we had the Oculus headset, which went for a fair amount actually. The Oculus headset ended up raising $5,000, which is kind of crazy. And then the Pal World signed poster as well, which also raised a good amount of money. And obviously the box set raised a ton of money. And then we had the Pope's head from Slat, which was great. And then we had the Blade of Millennia, which did so much better than I thought it would. But it was such a cool item, but I didn't expect it to go for so much. And this is where like, in the room bidding really is really fun. Like this is one of the best like in the room vibes. Like the items with Aethel in the back screaming. It was great. And I heard it broke. It did break. Someone stepped on it. I guess it was like leaning against something. Aethel after the show comes up to me and told me, it kind of got broke. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it got broke. I was like, is that okay? Like, are you going to fix it? Like, what do you want to do? He's like, no, dude, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So it's getting fixed. It's getting fixed. So all good. So hopefully it will be worth. And the maker of it is also sending a miniature version for him, which he was super pumped about. And then the 1 hour with Ludwig was great. This one was a really great bit. I think because Ludwig obviously helps a lot with that. Raffle winners. Oh, and obviously then Pokey came up around... When did Pokey come up? Around the Pope's head, right? Was it? Oh, am I crazy? It was around this time. Pokey came up. And Pokey was great. Like, Pokey's segment was awesome. I think Pokey had a great time as well. And I think what I want to do next year is definitely get, like, 2 or 3 people to come up during the show, like, rotating, just to, like, fill that role. But Pokey did amazing. And Pokey was really funny. It was a great time. Had some mic issues. We fixed it. Yeah, it's because her hair and her earrings were rubbing against her earpiece. Chris's video was great. And then obviously the wizard. So I have a bit of information about this wizard bit.
Next item?
Yeah.
And we have a special guest who's going to introduce the next item. So where are they? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's Germa, guys. Get a round of applause for Germa.
So let's just play out this bit a little bit. Let's see, and then I'll give you the backstory.
Wow.
This is the staff of never-ending, unnerving mysteries.
No.
It's been in my family for about 1,000 years.
No.
I signed it. I've tried to bring back dead relatives with this. Didn't really work, but, you know, I tried.
But it's the staff. It's the staff.
It's the staff of unnerving mysteries, exactly. And it's very powerful, incredibly powerful. Be careful if you win this.
That's bullshit. This is a charity auction. Don't make shit up about it being magic.
Who's saying this? Is it Doug?
Yeah, don't make shit up. Say what it is.
What's the matter?
It actually is. Don't say it's magic.
You don't think this is magic? You don't think this is a magical staff? Oh, well, if I had a real wizard come out and bless this, would you be okay with that? Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, to bless the staff of Unnerving Mysteries, please welcome Martin, Great Wizard of the Great Thicket.
Oh my God! Martin!
He comes out.
If you could bless this with magical power, that would be wonderful. Step over here, Martin, if you could.
I'm the master wizard of the metaverse, Martin!
Oh, but it's not real magic, right? Not real magic? Go ahead, Martin. Take that staff from me, please. I signed it, by the way, worth millions. Go ahead, give me a blessing.
I bless this staff with a portentous, potent
Very Germa bit.
of the dimensions, of the ages, of the metaverse.
The metaverse.
It's really hot, Martin.
Oh my God!
Pokey's reaction.
Oh my God! It's steaming! It's steaming!
Gemma's energy. Yeah, I mean, Gemma sold it. I mean, that's, you know.
See you later. Hey, could you sign my parking deal?
Oh, you want to validate your parking? Yeah, somebody back there will validate your parking for you. Yeah. I think it was $15.
Aethel thought it was Gemma's dad. No. So obviously that happened. There was actually a way more elaborate bit initially. So this bit, Gemma pitched this bit to me, and I was like, Gemma, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. I was like, Gemma, you whenever you want, like, you can have like this 10-minute bit where you can just do whatever you want. Because I wholly trust you that it will be funny. I have no doubt in my mind. I didn't fully understand what the bit was. What Gemma wants, what Gemma gets. Well, look, Gemma was helping with creative anyway, and Gemma had pitched this bit to me that was such a Gemma bit that I was like, Gemma, it makes no sense for me to do this. I think you should do this, and I'll help you out with it. So initially, the bit was actually way more complex. Like, there was gonna be like a fake auction initially, and then there would be like a real auction for like a FaceTime with the wizard. But the main problem is the actor for the wizard was not as there was not as much confidence in his ability to be able to do an elaborate bit, I'll say. So then we had to pivot last second into what this turned out, what this was. Do that for next year. It was going to be way more elaborate, but let's say like when the actor showed up, there was everyone was like, "Huh, don't think we could get the bit." Where did we get him? I don't know. Poor wizard. It's not a real wizard. The actor, sorry, the wizard. Sorry, the wizard. But we got the wizard on singlewizards.com. It was not as probably a real wizard. Yeah, exactly. Sorry guys, yeah, the real wizard. Sorry, my bad. And then we had some other amazing stuff. We had the sponsors. This one took a while because the bidding was just slow and it kept going up online very slowly. But I'm really happy that ProCD's item went for so much. I mean, there's a lot of great board games there. I also played Slay the Spire board game with him, and it was so fucking fun that I think it was better than the game. I think Slay the Spire board game is better than the actual game, chat. Put this one down here. It's so good. If you guys ever get the chance, buy Slay the Spire board game. It's better than the game, I think. And then we had Letty Pichu's painting, which was great. And I think by this point, it was... after this ad break, we had the... Oh, let's have a look at the Power World animation again. I just love the Power World animation. $25 months for 25k, easy. Hey! We both got 25 months for each other. The Power World animation was so cute. They popped off. So cute. Yeah, Power World made these animations just for the auction. Isn't that so fucking cool? Pals help pals. So yeah, when we initially had the conversation about sponsoring the event, they were just kind of like, normally we have to there's a bunch of stuff we have to offer them. We have to play a bunch of ads and stuff like that. And when we asked them what they wanted, the ad to be, they were like, actually, can you just play these animations for our ad spots? And all the animations are going to be about helping people. And I was like, whoa, yeah, that's awesome. Of course, we'd love to do that. That's amazing. And I think it's such a, for an event like this, I think it makes a lot of sense. Especially when you're not trying to sell something, a product. You're just like, hey, play our game. I think it's a great way of doing it. And I think it's an amazing way.
Other people with PI.
Oh my God, why did I do that?
Gotta find that happiness.
Okay. Oh, this animation. Oh my God, when I first saw this animation, it made me so sad. It made me cry when I first saw this one, I'll be honest with you, chat. You too? Dude, it made me so sad. It's too real, too real. I'm broke. Dude, even now, I'm getting it's making me sad. Oh no! I mean, it's so thank you, but
What it is we're doing? We're trying to raise money for the immunity.
This angle, I'm not a fan of this angle. I'll be honest though. Felix gave some artwork again, which of course sold for a good amount. Michael Roomba sold for a crazy amount, actually. And then obviously, all right, next I roll my eyes because Pete's gonna keep talking about this for the next 15 streams. Rightfully so, though. Rightfully so. It's
from a very close friend of mine.
He probably starts every stream. 25k, guys. 25k for charity. I know how Pete is. He loves pumping it up. But hey, look, and to think, chat, that Pete was messaging me being like, I don't know if I got anything good to give, yada, yada, yada. I was like, Pete, just do what the people want. They want to hang out with you. Do it. And not only did he do that, he did a fantastic video. The video was amazing. Please just get it to me a little earlier next time, Pete. I beg of you.
Welcome to another CDawgVA charity.
It was a great video. It was a great video. You were nervous, dude? I was not nervous at all. My
name is Pete.
I knew. So I spoke to Cryptic Circuit before the start of the show, and I asked him, "What are you eyeing up?" And he's like, he looked at me and he was like, "I'm getting the Pete item." He's like, I've come with unlimited money for the Pete item. I was like, all right.
And my item this
I was
year
very excited for this one.
in Tokyo with me as your guide.
Smart man.
Whatever, I'll do it. It's gonna be great, and I know that there are a lot of amazing.
This is a good video.
items
This is a great video.
like an Elden Ring signed Miyazaki poster, a gaming session with Connor and Mouse, or a gavel from Legal Eagle. Objection! I'd rather have a box of junk.
Well, I was glad you finally got your comeback. You finally got it a year later.
That's right. I have lived in Japan for nearly 15 years, and I am ready to share
took 1 year.
secrets with you for a price. So bid right now, and I can take you wherever you want to go. We can enjoy the nightlife of Shinjuku, Kampai, or a game center in Akihabara. Yush, or come on, let's go see a game. Oi, oi! Or we can
The video is so well made. It was a great video. It was a great video. You should go to Tabata. That should be part of the tour.
Those places and more are at your fingertips. But don't worry, I won't be taking you out alone. I'll be bringing along all of the famous characters
Never
I
again.
played on my channel with me. Oh, you probably don't even know who they are.
I can tell you right goddamn
I think
now,
it was
I'm not
great that
hanging
you
out
added
with
the you don't know who they are bit, because there was probably a lot of people who don't, but I think that's what made it great.
I want to thank.
Also, people in the room were laughing a lot, Pete, by the way. In the room, a lot of people were laughing, and especially The Godfather. People laughed a lot at your Godfather. Just so you know. Just not to feed your ego, but people loved it.
Thank you all very much for raising a lot of money. And I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Oh, dude! For every dollar that is raised, we'll do like a shot of Jaeger.
Broman, the crowd loved Broman. Even though they don't know what the fuck this is.
More. Recently, I snuck into the Abroad in Japan studio, and I got you a little keepsake. You will also be getting Chris's treasured classic Game Boy that still works, and
I have to find that clip as painful.
Japan with me as your guy. Yeah, that's right. And I'll even make him sign it. You can't say no. It's
Be great to hear the crowd. Well, you wouldn't want it, because a lot of the times they weren't reacting, because they were just watching, but when they did laugh, it would have been nice, right? It's kind of like odd to have that.
Pete, for the amazing video. All right. Yes, just to clarify, he will not pay for you to get to Tokyo, but if you get there, he'll give you the day out. Well, at least I'm assuming that's what it is.
$2,500.
Okay, well, we're starting off with $2,500.
5,000.
5,000.
Connor just gets up and leaves.
Okay, guys, where are we at?
87.50.
No, okay.
Online was crushing it on this one.
10, 11,000 in the 12, 13,000, 14, 15,000.
Connor spilled water on his pants.
Don't keep up. We're at 15, 15,000.
Yeah, look at Cutie looking at Lud like, what the fuck are you doing?
16,000.
You're not even letting anyone breathe on this. 16,000 in the front here.
18.
Oh my.
19.
Oh my god.
How much money
He was
do you
locked
have?
in. He was locked in.
Too much. We have $19,000. Oh my god. Okay, chill out a little bit. $19,000, and people are bidding like this online as well. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, this is kind of a lot. This is kind of a lot to deal with right now. I gotta ask. There was a lot more effort put into the video, you know. There's a whole production. I gotta ask, what, you know, can you come for a second? I'd love to just know why you wanna get this so bad while we wait for some online bids to come in.
This is such a good. This whole segment was
What
great.
about this speaks to you?
He's great.
Well, I know Pete likes to drink.
All right.
I am an aficionado of alcohol.
Yeah.
So we're going to a shit ton of bars.
No, he won't complain. That's literally all he does. Actually, I'm underselling Pete. No, don't tell him. Don't tell him that. All right. More.
More than you can afford. It was such a good moment. Holy shit.
More than you can afford.
I love how Cryptic, 2 years in a row you farmed clips. Last year you also had one of the best moments in the show, and you also did it again.
We are currently at 19,000. It was kind of funny. It was quite funny. Okay, online bidding.
But then obviously it went all the way up to 25.
No. Oh my god. Careful on front here.
Someone else online really wanted this.
So we're at 23, right?
I got 23 for a while, and it went.
No, I gotta ask. Oh, wait. Again? Wait.
Okay, this is a problem of like, this happened like at least 3 or 4 times, I feel like, during the auction, where last year when somebody sniped, the actors immediately were like 24. This time, the actors, because they were just not confident, they were like, hey, maybe we're 24. They're like, but that like 5 seconds where they're like discussing and not speaking up, and then when they would speak up, they weren't being loud, kind of like caused so many problems, because then we would close it out, because obviously I'm closing it out. And then the actors were just like, didn't really know what to do, and then when they would talk, they would not speak. So it was kind of, yeah, it kind of was very unfortunate, and I think that either we give them mics or we just need to vet the actors more and make sure like they're gonna be very energetic. Last year's actors were a lot better, I think. Even though one of them was the same, and he was the best one. Not to be mean to them. So yeah, better vetting sounds good. Just making sure they're like ready. We try to hire the same people as last time, but not all of them were available.
Oh, wait. Before you God, it's already okay. Well, hey, it's did this as well for.
So, but it's just awkward, right? Because we lose a lot of momentum in the show. Went for 25,000, amazing. What a giga chat. And then, so like obviously, like one thing that we're learning right now is that experiences are selling way more. Like being able to hang out with the streamer and do it is clearly more valuable than like sketches from like Charlie, which makes sense, right? Like I think that like some people were, someone in the chat list, they didn't like it, that people were giving away their time. But I think that's way more cool and way more fun. And also, there's a lot more jokes that can be made. Like when Ludwig's giving away an hour with Ludwig, everyone's making fun of him, right? And I think that like that's a really great aspect of the show that I really enjoy. Depends on the person. It does depend on the person. It does depend on the person. All right. I think either way, it's a fun vibe and it adds to the show. Because a lot of people give items, so I think having those experiences are great. And I think like if it was like an hour with Charlie, I think it would have done a ton better than shoes, right? No, undoubtedly, I think we can all say that. Then we had more raffle items, and then mouse, and Claudia sniped that as well for an absurd amount. We then sold Ranboo. This was a great segment as well. I like this. I genuinely thought, chat, I was gonna throw up. I'm not gonna lie. I've drank a lot of beer in my life, but after drinking 1.5 beer, then shotgunning a second, I was like, holy shit, I need to get this air out of my stomach, and I couldn't get it out of my stomach. I just could not get it out of my stomach. But thank God Rambo was great. He carried me. He carried me during the segment. He was just crushing it. And then having to go from being disgustingly full from beer to eating the grossest sandwich of all time. Oh! I nearly gagged. There was about a 5-second window where I genuinely thought I was going to throw up. And I was very glad that I managed to keep it down. I'm also shocked the car went for less. I genuinely thought it could have easily gone for more, considering it's a goddamn car. Skip? Yeah, I'm not going to show because I don't want to show me nearly throwing up. Pokey's auction also crushed. Went to Claudia as well. And then also, again, we had another problem with this auction, because it was not clear what was happening because the actors didn't like say it. And then we had the trash taste figure, which went for 4,500. Right? It's car without mileage and other info. Yeah, but I just think it's cool. That's true though. That's true. The Selbit coat crushed. It was honestly like, out of all the items, I think this one was my personal favorite from the creators. Like I just thought this was insane. Like this was such a cool item, and I just loved it. And then obviously Ludwig bid on the Elden Ring poster, thinking that Jack had put a higher automatic max bid than he did. So it was a very fun moment to end the show on. It was great.
Now,
would you ever bid on items in the future? I honestly would love to bid on items. My main issue is that I'm already losing like a lot of money, chat. I'm losing a lot of money on the show. and I can't really justify losing a couple more 10 or 20 grand, right? But I would love, in future, I would love to be able to bid on, if I was making money on the show, probably the money I would make from the show would just go on me bidding on items, you know? And also I can't claim anything I bid, I can't claim any of that money on my taxes, which also kind of sucks a little bit. Because obviously in America, it's a lot easier. And in the UK, it was easier as well, because if you donate to charity, you could save money on your taxes, which is also great. Is it just not enough? Yeah, just not enough sponsors, basically. And then we wrapped up.
Production, I don't know if we have a final amount raised in my ear, but what we can do is that we can tabulate all of the merch sales. Drum roll, please.
This is such a cool moment as well.
Hold on, keep drum rolling. It's still coming. It's still coming.
Just evade them. Yeah, I'll just evade taxes.
Coming. The cameras are literally shaking. The camera is shaking. The amount we've raised, and it doesn't end in 69. Keep going, keep going. We're literally shaking the venue. Thank you. Yes. What the fuck? Is that right?
I was shocked by that. So that money was, some people thought that was just merch. That was merch plus all the pending like items that hadn't been paid for. So like the Pokemon, like the Iron Mouse. So it wasn't in merch. It was not in merch. The merch, if you'd like to know, made how much did it make? I can actually give you a rough estimate right now. How much the merch made. So if you can still get the merch, by the way, and that'll still be donated to charity. You missed the punishment? Yeah, I did. You know, I did forget because I was kind of busy with other stuff, like ending the show. And we were also way over. We were like an hour over what the runtime of the show was meant to be. Just because stuff just kept taking a little longer. Caught? I didn't scam. I just, you know, the show had to wrap up. The show had to wrap up. Mouse got the receipts. Mouse is a good punishment idea for you. What is it? The merch seems to be higher quality than last year. Yeah, it definitely is. It's done through our normal partner now, as opposed to last year. It was like whoever we could just get. So the merch, just so you know, has raised roughly around just under $20,000, under $20,000. So the merch actually raised $20,000, but still, I mean, even that's an incredible amount. And the rest was like pending payments that hadn't been added. Also, they zoomed in on the Immune Deficiency Foundation people. Why can't you order any of the merch in Finland? I don't know. I gotta fix that. I gotta figure out why that's happening.
That's how much we raised? What?
We actually sold more merch before the show than during the show, actually. Fun fact, from my knowledge.
You guys so I'm in awe. Okay.
And obviously we had...
I only have...
Thank you. Oh my gosh. So what I said at the beginning, we take nothing for granted. We're overwhelmed. We're awestruck. I'm not really sure what to do.
They're so sweet.
Thank you for everything that you have sacrificed. I mean, you shotgun beer and ate weird food and you did all this.
Kind of a hero. Kind of a hero.
I feel like a mom up here. I'm like, don't eat that. Don't eat that. But then I wanted you to because I wanted us to raise more money. So... we don't have a lot of ways to say thank you, but one of those is to give recognition where recognition is due and to give something special to someone else that's special to us. So a couple of years ago, we created a
the IDF team and Jory are so, they're so kind.
Who has made a tremendous impact in raising
I want to do a stream where I make Jory play games. I think that would be fun. I asked her if she was okay with it, and she said yeah. But I think it'd be really fun for us to make her play some games. Because she has never played games.
It is my privilege to officially present to you the Immune Deficiency Foundation 2024 Impact Award. We don't have words. It's the least we can do, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you. That's so kind.
I do have this.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so
much,
guys. I appreciate it.
Look at that. Isn't that nice?
Oh, you do? Okay.
Look at this. Wow. Wow, look at that. Apparently, yeah, they said they only give this out every 2 years. So I was very honored. I was like, wow, thank you so much. Oh, I got fingerprints all over it. On permanent display. Yeah, I put it back right next to my prized possession, my JoJo figures.
Okay, awesome.
I got the zebra up there too.
Now, obviously,
Zebra, not zebra. Yeah, honestly.
that's all we have
So cute.
for today. But before I go, I want to say, like, I've got a chance
Try
to
not to
talk
cry
to
now.
so many patients where this money has helped so many people, and I'm trying not to tear up. So I'm trying not to. I just want to thank you guys so much. Everyone who came today, you guys are friends for life. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who gave items, and thank you to you at home who bid and just supported me in what I'm doing. So thank you guys so much. I just want to say thanks one more time, and all my friends back in Japan are always helping me. Obviously, you guys here, you guys are like family to me, so I appreciate it. So thanks, guys. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for joining this auction. We raised over $500,000 for charity. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. See you guys soon. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.
Me doing that is like, I don't know. I think that's sick. Just sick ending. Yeah. You know what? I thought like I didn't want to go like crazy on the ending speech. I actually forgot to write one again. I wrote like a bunch of things for the intro, but I forgot to do ending. But I did forget. But it was really fun. There was still a ton that like I would fix about the show and I would change. There's honestly there's a lot. And like I also want to find more ways during the show, like the raffles and like more stuff. Like the raffles and like the sandwich and some other stuff. How you guys can get more involved. If you just want to donate like $5, I want to find more ways to do that because I'd feel bad that I'm like just relying. I'm like I don't want the streamers in the room to feel like they have to give money. But obviously it's not the end of the world. But I do want to find a way to make the show more like smaller level engagement that's more impactful. There's a lot of ways that we can try and figure out how to do that. And I was also, I won't lie, I was very worried with Claudia that she wasn't going to pay because I saw her tweet at me being like, hey, didn't realize I had to pay right away. I was like, yeah. I was like, you normally have to pay right away when you win a bid. So I was like, oh no, don't tell me this person's going to back out. I was very worried about it. But I was very happy to say that I got confirmation today that Claudia had paid in full. So Claudia did pay in full. This is mine. So yeah, I got confirmation. Claudia paid $68,000. Which is ridiculous. Insane. Just absurd. Like, what? Huh? Holy ain't no way. So in terms of like any big payments that were missed, there aren't any that I know of. Like so far. Obviously they still need to get some of the streamers and some other people to pay what they said they were going to pay. And I'm sure they'll get that. But for the most part, like, yeah. We raised more money than last year, which is great. Very excited about that. Can you afford it? I don't know, but I'm sure to ask when we get to do our gaming session. Yeah, which is ridiculous. $70,000 is absurd. It's just a stupid amount of money. And I also have to play some games. What was the punishment? Like some kind of fish game? I don't understand.
The mods out of showing the credits. Tale as old as the Sona.
What do you mean? Were you not in the credits? Or did you just want me to show them on this stream again? Is that... You want double credits, mods? You want to be shown on 2 streams? You're on the more popular stream. No, you already got shown once. You're immortalized. I'm not showing the credits twice. Go back and watch them. Ready Fish? What the hell are these games? What the hell are these games? Freddy Fish. These games look horrific. And of course, that was a German punishment. Games. Mac PC. Collections PC. What? Complete. Oh, these games. No. Oh, no. Dude, there's so many games. How many is there? Which one's the Freddy Fish? This is 5 packs. Wait, no, there's 7. There's 7 games. Get it on Mac and PC. Where do I get it? I have to, oh my god, it's not even on Steam. Stop planning my schedule? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it sometime, probably next week or something. We'll see. We'll see. Overall, I'm very happy, with how the auction went. Obviously, there are some things that I'm not happy about.
The mods work hard and we want to be noticed. Also, where are the
when I get the link, you'll get the link. All right, don't worry, mods. It's under the Freddy Fish complete pack. Okay, good. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. Why are people responding to my tweet with the Funko? No. We appreciate you, mods. Stop umming. Stop umming, Connor. Cut that out. I was about to again. It's like my little safe word. Like, make it do not make it viral. Connor, you are so hot. Thank you. That's so kind. You deadlift 500 kilos? Nope. Barely deadlift my ass out of bed. Don't you think I can do that? You should remind people they can still buy merch on Twitter. That's a good idea. I will definitely do that. I need to remind people they can still buy merch if they want. Also, Twitch now has, like, better high-quality bitrate things on Twitch. Does it look better? Does this stream look better than normal? I think I'm pushing, like, double the bitrate. Or does it just look the same? I don't know if it does. The same? Huh. Sort of. Looks more 4K. Alright, I'll take it. Shit, I'll take it. Fuck. It's crisp. Ooh, nice. It should be a lot more noticeable when we do, like, FPS games or crazy bitrate games. For sure. Because, like, I remember Apex, specifically, always looked like shit on stream. Because the bitrate would just die. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I can see your bags a lot more. What do you mean? I barely have bags. Just, like, nothing. What the heck? What the fuck? Why are you coming at me like that? What the heck? But overall, happy with the auction. Definitely a lot to improve. If I were to do it again, I'm still kind of undecided. There's like a 50% chance. Like, there's like a part of me that is like 100% I'm doing it again next year. There's a part of me that's like, well, I don't know. I need to decide because I think it would take a fair amount of reworking to do it again. We'll see. We'll see. I think I'll lean towards wanting to do it again, but I'm not willing to lose money, a fuck ton of money on it again. It just feels bad running a ton of events and just losing money all the time. Obviously, I'd like to not lose money by trying my best. Future Connor would appreciate that. Our retirement money. Hard to commit. It's also hard because you have to commit to the show and the money before you know if there's any sponsors. So it's just always, it's always so tough. I had the stream playing while doing errands. The order came through my car speakers. That's great. What's the next event this year? Well, I'd like to do another RV trip. So we'll see. We'll see if I can figure out an area of Japan I really want to go around. But I really want to do another one. So I need to find out when. So I need to discuss. And think and plan. I want to do one. We'll see. And obviously a tubathon we still want to do. I think Chris still wants to do the tubathon. So we gotta figure out what that looks like. Yeah, the tubathon needs to happen. And then obviously even though like nothing's confirmed, I just want to cycle again. So there'll definitely be more cycling stuff at some point. Whether it looks exactly the same as it does will be a question, but I definitely want to do another cycle thing. Okay? You know, and I don't want to do too many crazy events. I kind of like the stuff that I'm doing. I want to just do more IRL. I just want to do more IRL. I feel that I have not done any at all last year. Going to LA and doing a lot of IRLs was really fun. Or like 2 IRLs was very fun. And getting to do more kind of shorter streams was just nice as well. I think I've been focusing too much on doing like crazy long gaming streams, which I enjoyed, but I want to do more IRL stuff, I think. The 13th bar, no. The Irish are always welcomed. So we'll see. I'll have what he's having in Japan version. It would be hard in Japan because I feel like if you, I don't know if Pete's still here. I feel like if we asked them, hey, can we get the last tab of the person? They'd be like, sorry, we just don't feel comfortable, you know, telling you what the guests ordered last. Something like that. I feel like that would happen a lot. It just wouldn't work like that in Japan. They would be like, sorry, the other customer is a long-time customer and we really don't feel comfortable telling you anything about them or what they ordered. You know, like, I just want their drinks. Like, it's definitely like a travel thing. 0% of that. Yeah, which is why I remember we were in the RV one time, and I think it was off stream, and Lod was like, you guys should do the Dog Challenge, the one with fast food in Japan. And we said, no, that'd be a terrible idea, because there's no shot in hell you could go to a fast food place and they would give you what the last person ordered. Like, maybe they would, but it's like, you would definitely get a lot of pushback.
You have to show off your new baking skills to onigiri.
My baking skill. I gotta make cookies first. Yeah, it is just a big cultural difference.
Had so much fun watching the charity. You are
Hell
truly
yeah.
an amazing person and I admire the dedication you put into these things. D.
I also got these in the mail. I got my Iron Mouse Gloomy Bear in the mail, which looks super cute. This thing's great. And then I also got this Iron Mouse thing in the mail. We could do the Osusume challenge, but it wouldn't be hard because they would just give us 1 drink each. Are you going to TwitchCon? My current belief is no. I have traveled a lot, and I feel that traveling more doesn't make a lot of sense, and unless there's something for me to do at TwitchCon, there's no point in going. I've been gone for a month, and I have to travel at least twice more this year, so I don't really want to travel any more unnecessarily. If Twitch are like, hey, look, we'll pay, we want you to do some stuff, cool, I'll go. But I don't really want to travel more unless I need to. So yeah. Traveling within Japan? Yeah, traveling within Japan is chill. I just want to be able to like chill out a little bit. And TwitchCon is at like a really weird time traveling wise, so I would probably be would be inclined not to travel. But I want to do more IRL around Japan for sure. I'm hanging out with Pete later, so I'm gonna ask him if he's up for it too. But we want to definitely do more. It's gonna be exhausting. It is exhausting, and also it's just kind of annoying not being able to like do your normal workflow. But I really enjoyed TwitchCon EU. I had a really good time, and I was really happy I went. And it was very lucky that it kind of lined up with Anime Expo, so I could just go right to it, you know? So it kind of worked out. It worked out nicely. And the stream was really fun in TwitchCon. Rotterdam was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in Rotterdam. Stream Awards in December? Yeah, I'm definitely going to the Stream Awards in December, so I definitely got to go to LA at least once more. Maybe I might get dragged there for another thing. We'll see. I mean, going to LA is fine. It's more about the duration of time that I'm gone. So, it's always tough. Connor's more radiation in his body than Superman. What? Why? Elden Ring at some point? Yeah, we'll be getting back to normal streams from now on. So, we'll be getting back to normal streams, which I'm excited for, and also Final Fantasy 14 we're gonna play as well. We're gonna be doing that. So excited for that. We will be doing that. Which one is 14? That's the one that we did online with Pete and Mouse. So we'll be doing that again. Either this week or next week. It'll be on a weekend, so we'll be continuing our journey through the Final Fantasy 14s. And then I obviously want to play 10 or 6 at some point. I can't decide which one I want to play. Probably 10 at some point. But I really want to do 6. So we'll decide. Anyway, we're not talking about games that I want to play. Because that's not what we're doing. That's not what the stream is about today. Today was always going to be a short stream. I just wanted to come on and chat with you guys. I'll probably do another short stream on my birthday as well at some point to catch up and chat. I'll probably stream as well before then as well. I just need to figure out what to do. So yeah, exciting times. When next stream? That's a great question. Don't know. Sometime this week. I think me and Mouse are going to do Chain together at some point this week as well, I think, maybe. We shall see. We need more yapping streams. I like yapping when I have something to talk about, or I have some stuff. And I could have talked a lot more about some other stuff, but I just wanted today to be a short one, because I got a lot of work I need to do today. So, but today, that's going to be me, chat. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed this yapathon. I had a lot of fun. And I'm going to leave you guys to the rest of your day. So I'll be back either tomorrow or the day after. Not sure which day. But I will leave you to Mouse in the meantime. And I'll see you later, Pete. Exciting times. Yapathon over. We went over the auction, had some good times, and I'm glad to be back. And it's going to be a lot of fun, because we'll be doing normal streams. We'll get back into it. We'll do some IRLs. Maybe not right away, though, because it is honestly hotter than I think it's ever been in Japan. It was very hard to walk right now. It's disgustingly hot. So I definitely probably won't do any IRLs for at least probably like a month. But I will definitely be cooking some stuff up, and we'll jump into it. And the second half of this year, like the last quarter of this year, I want to do a lot more IRL. We'll see. But I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for joining me. I had a great time. Always a pleasure getting to chat with you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Either tomorrow, probably not tomorrow, probably the day after. It's probably the day after tomorrow. So, yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. IRL for punishment? Okay, we'll see. Anyway, guys, I'll leave you guys to Mouse. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for supporting me and the charity auction. I really do appreciate it a lot. You guys are awesome. And take care, guys. I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Bye, guys. Bye!